Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Polio Jr. and welcome to my new home here up in Amish country. So this is a very simple video, and what I wanted to show everybody are just some really simple ways on how to increase your everyday gas mileage for your vehicle. So we're just going to get right into it and keep this as simple as possible. So the first thing is when you're looking at the side, when you open up your front driver's side door, on the side you will typically see something that shows you what the recommended PSI is for each individual tire. So now for mine, typically it requires 35 PSI. Now, I've always used the rule of +5, meaning whatever the tires are, you add an extra 5 PSI for whatever it is. So obviously the tires are 35 PSI, so I always put every single tire to 40 PSI. Now, that's a huge difference. Because once you're done filling up the tires, you will obviously, it'll feel like you're higher in the air, but you will be able to coast a lot more smoothly than you would at the recommended PSI and so forth. So it's definitely definitely recommended that you put it up 5 PSI. It's not going to hurt the tires. It's not going to do anything. You will just see probably an extra at least mile or two on your MPG, on your gas mileage. So now the next biggest thing, and you should do this anyway, but is replace the air filter. Now the air filter is your engine air filter, not your cabin air filter. You should change that too. But so they always, so here we go, right here. This is where mine is, and it's always really simple as far as how to get them out. Some are just, some are places like this, where you just flip a couple switches, pull it in, pull it out, just like that. Mine, all I have to do is the same thing. I push these down, I pull it out, I put in the new one, boom, that's it. So a lot easier than paying somebody 50 some bucks to do it. Now, so those two are the easiest, obviously filling up your tires and replacing the air filter. I would say the next easiest one, or no, actually they're all pretty easy, would be putting, you can actually add fuel additives to your engine. So by this, I mean, they're these little bottles. You've probably seen them at gas stations and so forth, and you pretty much just they go right in the gas tank. So, but you want to make sure that the additives do not have what's called PBA. So, so as long as they don't have PBA, you're good. And the biggest thing that they do is they help restore the engine's overall performance. The next easiest thing you can do is switch over to synthetic motor oil. Another very simple thing. Always check. I'm getting all these leaves out. Leaves are the enemy of your engine. But yeah, switching over to talk to someone that is knowledgeable, about cars, and definitely more knowledgeable on what kind of car that you have. So, as far as, if it is beneficial to switch over to synthetic motor oil, that's another easy one. And the last but not least is the actual fuel filter itself. Now, these things can actually get clogged very easily. Even like a tiny grain of dirt can clog like the injectors and lead to poor gas mileage and just poor overall performance. So that, I think you want to get checked every like 10 to 15,000 miles is the actual fuel filter itself. And then just to get back into the air filter. So the actual air filter itself. So for this is more specific to older cars than it is to newer cars, because of the new fuel injection systems on newer vehicles. It's still always a good idea to change your air filter as much as possible. Just pull it out, take a look at it. If it looks absolutely disgusting, change it regardless. But the more airflow that's going through the engine, the better. But if it does have that new fuel injection, it really won't do much for gas mileage. But depending on the year of the car, it definitely will. So I'll put links in the description for everything. I just wanted to help anybody out. Just, the everyday person who's, not exactly sure what to do. So I'll just run through the list again. So we want to make sure our tire pressures always use the +5 rule on everything. Replace your air filter underneath your hood. Replace your fuel filter. That you may want to get somebody else to do. That's really the only thing I would say get somebody else to do if you're not familiar with how to do it. Switch over to synthetic motor oil. Use fuel additives that do not contain PBA. And what was the? I think that was really it. Yeah, fuel filter, synthetic motor oil, replace air filter, tire pressure +5, and then just when you're driving, this is common sense, but we all get caught up in it. Drive defensively. Do not drive aggressively. Do not drive like one of those douches that is basically running to a red light. You will absolutely ruin your gas mileage as well as the rest of your vehicle doing that. So if you can go at a nice smooth speed the whole time without suddenly hitting your brakes and without peeling out and all that good stuff, you'll definitely see a substantial difference, and you won't be filling up that much as much at the pump anymore. So, and I've talked about this before, but definitely check out Gas Buddy. Again, link in the description. But with Gas Buddy, you download the app. It shows you the least expensive gas in your area, and you can also sign up to where they just send you a card that you use, and it gives you 5 cents off per gallon, no matter what gas station is. So it doesn't just pertain to a specific gas station. It's for literally any gas station that you go to, I think, except for Exxon for whatever reason. But yeah, 5 cents off a gallon, no matter what. I use it all the time, and it definitely adds up throughout the year. So I've had it for well over a year now, and I've definitely saved well over $100 using that. So, but that's really all I have today. I hope this video helped you guys, just your everyday drive and so forth. So don't drive like a dick, and and make sure you keep doing routine. Oh yeah, make sure you keep doing routine maintenance on your vehicle. So, but all right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.